Overnight, America's heavy industry is converted to full-time war production. The industrial knowledge of management, the skill of the workers, the immense supplies of raw materials are harnessed to the task of producing for a rearming nation and her fighting allies. In times of peace, the mills of Pittsburgh, Johnstown, Bethlehem, and Gary produced over half the steel output of the world. This steel now goes to war. Aluminum, the vital metal of the air. America's plants multiply their output to meet the demands of the rapidly expanding aircraft industry. Oil, the lifeblood of mechanized warfare. The wells and refineries of Texas, Oklahoma, and California account for 60% of the world's supply of crude oil and an even greater percentage of high-test aviation gasoline. Power. The great dams at Grand Coulee, Bonneville, Boulder, and in the Tennessee Valley produce hundreds of millions of kilowatts of hydroelectric power for the war industry. Manpower. America's millions have long been trained in industry. The skill and strength of more than 60 million men and women is now devoted to the production of the materials of war. Small arms pour from 1,000 factories converted from peacetime production. In 1 year alone, they will turn out 670,000 machine guns, over 10 billion rounds of small arms ammunition. Day and night, the machines give shape to the tools of war. Torpedoes for the submarines. Shells. Bombs. Anti-aircraft guns. Field pieces. Giant rifles for coastal defense and the ships of war. In 1 year, American factories will produce 56,000 tanks and mobile artillery pieces. They are also producing auxiliaries like the adaptable little scout cars or jeeps, which begin to roll off the assembly lines at the rate of 1 a minute. Special machines grind gears as easily as a lathe turns wood. The magic of arc welding knits the hard steel. These tanks are mass-produced in factories converted from the manufacture of pleasure cars. The assembly lines of peacetime production move to the drumbeat of war. Henry Kaiser, master builder, demonstrates on a scale model the technique of prefabrication. Through these methods, he breaks his own speed records time after time. 15 days from laying the keel to launching, then 10, then 7, until finally a ship is launched exactly 4 days, 15 hours, and 29 minutes after its keel swings into place. America's shipbuilders are working 24-hour shifts on all important cargo ships and oil tankers. All over the land, giant new aircraft factories are springing up in the cities, the suburbs, in farm country, and on the prairies. Women are especially adapted to this kind of work. These factories will produce at the rate of more than 100,000 military aircraft a year, including a large percentage of heavy bombers. Engine and instrument production increases in proportion. Assembly line techniques are adapted to aircraft manufacture, permitting production of these delicate and highly complex machines.